Hello and thanks for visiting. Today we're going to be looking at Paul McWhorter's Lesson 30 homework. Paul's assignment for Lesson 30 was to create an interesting widget that makes use of an online API of our choosing. This was an opportunity to learn about making GET requests and how to parse JSON objects. There's quite a large variety of online APIs to sort through. Frankly, I couldn't pick one, so luckily, Paul said he would accept Essentialist Weather Station as a homework solution, so I took the lazy man's way out and did that. Following Paul's lead, I'll be obtaining my weather data by sending a GET request to openweathermap.org. But I didn't want to just copy Paul's code. I wanted to make it different or informative somehow, so I decided, since location is a key component of the request for weather data, rather than hard coding my location into the API call, I thought I might streamline the process a bit by making another API call first to determine my location and then include that location in the weather API call. There are many websites that will accept GET requests and provide the requester's location. I chose ipgeolocation.io. This is another one of these many free online services, and although you do have to create an account, they don't seem to pester you with emails. We must also consider that the reported location is based on your internet service provider, so it can be a little broad. It works for me, but it may not be precise enough to give accurate weather data in rural locations. I'd be really interested to learn if it works for others, so drop me a comment if you try it and you have good luck or bad luck. As usual, we start with our imports. API keys and secrets hold data that I don't want to share online. We're using network because we're going to go online, time because we're calling sleep, and uRequests because we're going to be using the GET statement. GET requests can return a success or failure status. If the status is 200, we were successful. Anything else means there was a problem. So this function will display the error message if we get one. As usual, we read our SSID and password from the secrets file. In a similar way, we read the private API key parameters, which are required by the two web services that we'll be using. As we have in previous assignments, we allowed 10 attempts to connect to our local Wi-Fi network, sleeping for a second between each attempt. If we encounter a problem, we report it and stop. Otherwise, we alert the user and carry on. Now that we're on Wi-Fi, we declare location URL and send a GET request that includes location URL and the API key. We capture the website response in the response variable. This variable has components, response.statuscode and response.json. We check response.statuscode first. If it's not 200, the request had a problem, failed for some reason. We call the function that reports the problem and we stop. However, if the request was successful, we parse the JSON component of response to extract the values related to the city and state province keys. We build the location variable out of those values and we print it. Now we can build our weather request by adding the location variable and the weather API key to the URL provided in the Open Weather Map documentation. Also in this case, we're asking for metric results. As before, if the website returns any status code other than 200, we report the problem and stop. Otherwise, we parse response.json and print the data in the shell. And here's how it looks when you run it. Well, that's it for this assignment. Any and all comments are welcome. Don't forget to like or dislike the video before you go. And feel free to subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell. We'll talk to you next time.